Welcome to the Undisputed Podcast. I'm your host, Joy Taylor. On today's show, where does Tiger Woods stand on the ongoing LeBron versus MJ discussion? Plus, Lakers rookie Kyle Kuzma joins the show to talk Lonzo Ball, the playoffs, and more. And what does Mark Ingram's suspension mean for the Saints? Skip, Shannon, let's get to it. Tiger Woods is getting ready to tee off at the Players' Championship tomorrow. So naturally, he was asked the million-dollar question about a couple of other all-time greats. Is LeBron better than Jordan? Let's take a listen to Tiger's answer.
To dominate something is one thing. You know, every player out here can have one good week, you know, and blow away the field. Okay, great. Now, can you do it for a month? Can you do it for a year? Now, do it for a decade. Do it for a decade plus. And, you know, then they start separating, you know, what is truly great. And in our sport, there's been a few guys who've had runs where they've lasted for, you know, well over a decade, into two. And that's what separates greatness. And what LeBron has done for, 15 seasons now, it's just remarkable, because it's that type of longevity, and to be able to be up for that long a period of time, and to be able to adjust as well, because we all know as we age that we're not going to be as athletic as we used to be. And so you have to do it different ways.
Shannon, what do you make of Tiger's comments?
Why would he be making those comments about LeBron if Kevin Durant's the best player in the NBA, Joy? That makes no sense to me.
Well, that wasn't the question.
Oh,
that wasn't
because
the question. The question was LeBron or Michael Jordan.
Why not Kevin Durant?
I didn't hear an answer on that.
Why not Kevin Durant?
Huh?
Why not Kevin Durant?
Well, that's current. But long term, you're the one who proclaimed GOAT the other day, wearing your GOAT mask. Yeah. So Tiger wouldn't take a stand on that. I don't know why.
Well, because he's friends with both guys, and it puts him in a very uncomfortable situation.
I don't know that he's friends with LeBron. I'm not sure about that one. Well, I am very sure about the other one in the past.
Right, I'm about to say,
in the past.
I don't even know if he's friends with the other guy
not
now.
Not
Skip,
now.
we've never seen anything, a sustained dominance like this. Never, ever. Because even if you take Michael Jordan, his career, he did take a year and a half off.
He didn't take it off. He was forced out for 2 years.
Okay, Skip.
And they were prime years. That's age 30 and 31. It's the heart of your prime. It's almost Ali-like, where you're forced to be out.
Skip.
Okay.
All I can see, and maybe you're right, because he's just come off his third straight title, and maybe he had a couple of more titles in him, and great play. We'll never know, Skip. Let's deal with what we know. This is fact, not conjecture, not innuendo, not speculation. LeBron James, in his first 4 years in the NBA, he was Rookie of the Year, second team All-NBA, first team All-NBA. He takes a team to the finals at the age of 22.
And
so
what happened in
hold
the
on.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Okay.
You gonna let me talk? Joy, is it my turn? Okay. Anyway, at the age of 21, LeBron James was first team All-NBA. At the age of 21, you know what Michael Jordan was doing, Skip Bayless? Asking Dean Smith, could he get out of practice early to go to study hall? Yeah. That's what he would do.
I don't think he was doing that.
That's what he would do.
He was playing for Dean Smith. He was not asking to go to study hall. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
LeBron James, now he's about to tie Karl Malone. 11 consecutive All-NBAs. Oh, Joy, you know I love that word. What's that word I love, Joy? Context. To put this in context, Tom Brady has 5 Super Bowls. He's a 3-time league MVP. He's made first team All-Pro 3 times in 18 years. LeBron James is in year 15. He's about to make his 12th first team All-NBA. Think about that, Skip.
How many MVPs? Let's talk MVPs. No, not whoa. Go. Talk. Four. Michael, five.
Well, Kareem got 6.
5.
Six.
But Michael did it in only 13 years.
No.
5 and 13.
No, don't do that, Skip. Don't do that.
4?
Skip, don't do
15?
that. Skip, why are you doing that? So are we going?
Doing it because it's it.
So why do we not count those years? Because he got those points. He got the 33,000 points by playing those final 2 years in Washington. So we're going to count those points. We're going to count the rebounds. We're going to count the assists. But we're going to say, nah, that's not on George's resume. You look at Kobe, and Kobe played 20 years. But let's be real about this now, Skip Bayless. You know Kobe Bryant didn't get really good until, like, what, year 5?
I don't care about Kobe Bryant.
Let me finish.
I don't care.
I'm talking about the greatness of LeBron. See, this is what I love, Skip. I love when great athletes talk about other great athletes, and I show them great deference, because when you great, obviously, you know what it takes to get to that level. And Tiger Woods was great, because there was a time that Tiger Woods showed up and said, I got Tiger, I'll give you the field.
That is true.
So he knows what he's talking about.
Tiger Woods was far more dominant in that period than LeBron has ever thought about being. But go ahead.
Whoa, don't do that, Skip.
Yeah, I just did it because it's the truth.
Don't do that,
He
Skip.
dominated the whole sport.
Skip,
Has LeBron dominated the whole sport?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, Skip. This is why no one has ever been All-NBA 12 times. That's what he's about to do. He's about to tie Karl Malone for 11 consecutive. Let that sink in, Skip. Tom Brady in 18 years is first-team All-Pro 3 times. 3.
Michael, 5 MVPs, LeBron 4. Go ahead.
Can let me ask you a question? I just want to know, and I'm going to turn it over to you because I really want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I got a lot to say.
Can Michael Jordan get any more MVPs? So LeBron is still mixing, still pouring cement.
Really?
It is not dry.
You predicting he's going to win the MVP next year?
No, whoa. Is he going to retire next year?
No, I hope not.
Okay, then. So that's what I'm saying. He's still mixing that cement. Yeah, he's going to pour concrete.
I'll bet you 20 cases of Diet Mountain Dew he does not win MVP next year.
I bet you 20 cases of Sprite, he'll win MVP again before he retires.
Before he retires?
Before.
Okay, done. I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So he's still pouring.
I'm going to do with that Sprite. I don't even drink
concrete.
Sprite. I don't.
You ever poured any concrete? You pour concrete, lay asphalt. I used to do all that kind of stuff. Skip, so I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Laid asphalt before.
Yeah. Yeah. O'Shea Sharp do a little something of everything. Crop tobacco, pick up pecans, pick tomatoes, watermelon, peanuts.
All I did was clean off table after table after table.
And eat barbecue.
In a barbecue joint. Every lunch, every dinner, the slop left on the table, just scraping it up.
No wonder you don't eat barbecue
Just
anymore.
gross. Just disgusting.
It ain't gross. Love some good old barbecue.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, to use your term, context. We need context here for Tiger Woods.
Right, word of the day.
Yeah. Tiger Woods has been on a mission in the last 3 years to rehabilitate his image, to rebuild his image, because we know what Tiger went through. And I don't want to go back into the gory detail, but we also know that Tiger has not won a major championship in 10 years. He has not won a Masters in 13 years. That's mind-boggling to me. For that guy who dominated that sport, as Phil Mickelson said yesterday, in ways nobody ever will.
Especially that tournament. The Masters is...
I thought he would win 20. Jack and Arnie predicted he'd win a whole closet fly for, what did they say, like, I forget.
Like 10.
10 or 12, I don't know. But the point is, Tiger is now in the business of saying all the right things, all the PC things, because he's still trying to sell golf clubs and he's still trying to sell golf clothes. And I don't blame him for this, but he's very careful with what he says. Once upon a time, he would speak the unvarnished truth, sometimes the harsh truth, because he did not care what anybody thought of him or his image. But in this case, he spoke for both sides. He wouldn't take a stand on LeBron versus Jordan, and he said all the right things about your man, LeBron James.
Did he lie?
No.
Tell me the lie in any statement that he made.
He did not lie. So I'm going to say all the good things about LeBron. I say it every day on this show. He's the greatest driver of the basketball we've ever seen, and he has sustained and improved that over 15 seasons. That is hard to do because that requires athletic ability and durability and shape. Vibranium maybe, but just shape. And this guy is in the best shape of anybody out there, and he maintains that. And I give him that that's hard to do, as you well know, for 15 years.
Nobody's been able to do it.
And he was born with the passing gift. And it's a once-a-generation sort of thing where he's still the best passer in basketball. He made a couple passes the other night against Toronto.
Oh, that one behind the back that Kevin Love down?
Like, that's too good.
You see that?
You know, if I'm one of the Raptors, I just sit back and say, that's too good. We got to go home.
They did. That's what
we got to go back north, right?
DeMar DeRozan said that's too good.
Okay,
And he
it
hit
was.
the guy
He
outside
said,
the
I'm
head and said,
out.
I'm out.
I'm going to the locker room because I've seen enough of this. And I always tell you, LeBron has and had from the start the highest IQ in basketball. Basketball IQ, unparalleled. It just might be, I know our friend Magic Johnson wouldn't love me saying this, but it just might be the highest I've ever seen. So I give you all that, and that got sustained. But then we look at the harsh truth of the matter. He did not ever improve his free throw shooting, and I just don't get it. He's a sorry free throw shooter for the pedestal you put him on. And it bothers me. It hurts my eyes to watch him miss free throws because he's just better than that.
But here's the thing. See, I don't care how great you are. Everybody that's been great has a flaw. So to sit here and to say that Michael Jordan didn't have a flaw would be disingenuous.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know one.
Nobody in the NBA history, Oscar in his years before he got with Kareem in Milwaukee, has ever been asked to carry or shoulder a load like LeBron. Skip, if you know this, he's led his team outright in scoring or assists 15 straight years. The next closest, and I'm not talking about consecutive years, is Oscar and Kobe at 8. So he's almost doubled everybody else up. And I got a sneaky suspicion. I could be wrong. I'm probably not. He's going to be 16 next year.
Yeah.
16.
LeBron James has had 14 teammates who made All-Star games. 14. And Michael Jordan had only 6 teammates make the All-Star team because it was just one guy. Scottie Pippen made 6 All-Star games. Okay?
And Scottie Pippen, did you know Scottie Pippen, the year Michael Jordan retired, Joy, he went to the All-Star game and was All-Star game MVP? And that very year, he also led a team that were 55 and 27 without Michael Jordan.
He didn't retire. He got.
Whoa!
Well, that's not the right word. What do you mean? He
Now,
was forced to take a sabbatical.
When he released that statement, it didn't say anything about a forced sabbatical. He says, I'm retiring. And then when he sent that fax back, he says, I'm back. So I'm just going by, Skip, if it's a lie, he told it.
Well, can you show me what flaw Michael Jordan had? Because I don't know one. So he made 9 all-defensive teams to LeBron's 6. 9.
But Skip, but you make it seem like 6 is trash, like he made none.
But I mean, that's 3 more in just 13 years in Chicago. That's all, because the last 2 years don't count. You can say this.
Why they don't count?
Because he's got no chance. He's not going to make all defense.
Well, okay, you guess what? The last 2 years.
He was 38 and 39 years old.
The last 2 years LeBron played don't count. So he's made 6 all.
He's still in his prime.
Whoa!
He's 32 and 33.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How you figure the man came out at 18, Skip? The man came out at 18. See, when Michael was 20 years old, he's playing with 17 and 18-year-olds. When LeBron is 20 years old, he playing with grown men. He played with men that's married and got 2, 3 kids. That's what he was doing. So I know you try to nitpick, but you can't.
I'm not nitpicking. I'm just telling you the truth. Michael won 10 scoring titles to LeBron's 1.
Skip.
10 to 1?
Skip, how about this? The guy was 21 years of age and averaged 31 points a game. When Michael Jordan was 21, how many points a game he averaged?
Well, he's in college, right?
Why would he be in college? Why would he be in college? You that great. You supposed to take your talent straight to the NBA, like Kobe.
People didn't do it then. That wasn't the way the game was played.
Whoa! So,
and he was actually true to his school. He really loves that Carolina.
And LeBron was true to his school, too. He was true to Ohio.
And by the way, you saw Michael coming when he was a freshman.
Yes, Skip.
He made the shot of shots. He made the biggest shot of the whole year in college basketball to beat Georgetown and Patrick Ewing in the finals.
Yes.
And you just sat back and said, who is that kid? Oh, he's that guy.
But that's the thing, though, Skip. So that's why I get to give you great historical perspective. Because I've been a Tar Heel fan since 1981 when they lost to Indiana. Bobby Knight beat them. When they had Leon Wood and Jimmy Black. Yeah. So I go back. I go way back there, Skip.
That was on Reagan Day.
They thought about postponing the tournament. And in '82, he hit the shot. He was a freshman. Patrick Ewing was also a freshman. So I give you great. Skip. And he's not, Tiger is not trying to take us. That's what you and I do. You and I are going to be. Let Tiger let Tiger keep his friendship, keep that intact. But this sustained greatness, Skip, we've never seen in team sports anybody sustain greatness.
The other thing that bothers me is he takes so many threes and he's never improved. He stays right in there at 34%, which is
better than Michael and Kobe.
I'll give you average. Well, nobody shot in Michael's day. They just didn't shoot threes. Nobody cared. Nobody put any emphasis on it.
For the most part, the guys shoot the basketball way better today, Skip. Let's be fair about it. I get it. Look, I would like to think that the 90s and the early 2000s were the best part of football, but things change. Guys are bigger, stronger, faster. Some of the guys are better. That's just the way it is. That's called evolution.
Okay. So here's the bottom line to LeBron's sustained greatness. In each of his 15 years, the conference he plays in was weaker than the other conference. All 15 of them, the East was the least compared to the West.
That's your question?
Am I right?
Okay.
So now he could get to 8 straight finals, but it's all through the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
But okay, let's just say, take that on its face value, say the East is least. When he gets to the finals and he plays the best that the West has to offer, what does he do? You do remember.
Really, you really want me to start on that? I didn't even. I was going to give him a break.
No, don't do it.
2011. What did he do?
Well, that was the same team that swept Kobe. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking
but
about
that was
I'm gonna keep it right here.
Worst superstar meltdown we've ever seen.
We've seen him against a 73-9 team. Has Michael Jordan ever swept a 60-win team, Skip?
No.
He had?
But in his time, he beat, wait a second, Michael beat 20 50-plus win teams on his way to championships. LeBron's only beaten 10 50-plus
I tell you what, when Michael Jordan beat a team, when you showed me the stat where Michael Jordan beat a team that had 3 Hall of Famers or 4 Hall of Famers on it, then you come back and talk to me, I was like, oh, my God, Michael Jordan's the GOAT. The most he ever beat was Utah with 2, Karl Malone and John Stockton. I feel very comfortable in saying Golden State Warriors will have 4 guys enshrined in Springfield. You feel comfortable saying that, Skip? I feel very comfortable, Joy Taylor, in saying the San Antonio Spurs will have 4 guys enshrined in Springfield. You feel comfortable in saying that?
4?
Kawhi, Tim Duncan.
Kawhi's no Hall of Famer.
A 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
He quit. He's
Skip, don't do that.
He's disqualified.
Skip, that's so unbecoming of you.
Disqualified.
Ooh, I'm so disappointed in you, Skip.
He's done.
Right now, no.
Not mine.
I need a timeout.
Hall of Shame.
I need a timeout. I need a break from you, Skip. I just can't right now.
No mercy. Hey guys, it's Joy Taylor. Before the show moves along, I wanted to talk to you about Buffalo Wild Wings. This time of year brings us 2 things, graduations and Father's Day, and the gifts that go along with them. Before you buy Dad another tie or that grad a balloon that will probably float away, ask yourself this. Does my dad or grad like wings or sports, or better yet, both? If the answer is yes, then get them a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card. Right now, if you purchase $30 worth or more in-store or online, they'll give you a $5 bonus to keep for yourself. That's a gift that gives back. How generous of you. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports. Terms and conditions apply. Now back to the show. No mercy. Kyle Kuzma will be with us in a minute. Skip, what are you looking forward to talking about with Kyle?
So, like Laker fans, Kyle is fashionably late today, right? No, that's not true. We're just a little early, actually, for him. But I want to talk to him about what my partner just threw out as we were going to break, as he often does, because he knows I don't have time to respond, because he throws out that he was the best rookie on the Lakers.
I ain't lying.
There is that guy. What's that ball kid's name? Lonzo?
You like Donovan Mitchell? He finished second in scoring to Donovan Mitchell.
Wow. Interesting.
Oh, well, yeah, very interesting.
So I want to talk about Lonzo Ball going 10, 7, and 7 as a rookie, those are pretty extraordinary numbers. You have to go a long ways to find better numbers, but so was Kyle Kuzma, the 27th overall pick. That's pretty. I'd say the Lakers had the steal of the draft, in the big picture.
Yeah, well, Kuzma, he's special. Yeah. I mean, I think they snatched him up with the 27th pick in the draft.
That's what I said.
He's definitely still in the draft. I think he's the best rookie on the Lakers. He's gonna be on the all-rookie team.
So you think long-term he'll be better than the number 2 overall pick?
I know he's going to be first-team all-rookie. I know that for certain.
But do you want to go out on your limb again?
Ben Simmons.
It's going to break?
Yeah, I got Ben. Yeah, see.
You got Kyle Kuzma long-term.
Joy, what they say? Even a sequoia, a giant redwood, a break. But look at the willow and the bamboo.
Really? Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
who you like?
I like both of them a lot, but I'm going to take that number 2 overall pick. But I do wish I could take Kyle Kuzma and pour about like 5 ounces of Kyle Kuzma into Lonzo Ball, and then you'd really have something. You'd have a terror.
Buckets.
Right?
Gets buckets. No moment is too big for him. He's not afraid of anything.
He is not afraid.
They give him the ball. Go get us a bucket, Kuz.
Yeah.
He go get buckets.
Well,
that's
he's
what I
about
like.
to get us a bucket, I believe, because he's about to walk.
All right, let's bring out Kyle Kuzma.
There he is.
Welcome to
Look at that.
Undisputed.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Yep.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's how you dress. That's how you dress when you're the best rookie on the Lakers. That's how you dress, Skip.
I had to one-up you. I know you dress sharp.
Yeah, you know I'm doing a little something. Thanks for coming on with me, bro.
For sure. No problem.
So, you were the 27th overall pick in the draft, and a lot of people, I wasn't even sure you were going to go in the second round. I don't know what you thought going into the draft. And so, in the big picture, as you look back and the smoke clears on your rookie season, how would you evaluate what you did?
Well, I think I did a pretty good job of just really, exceeding expectations of people.
I would say.
For sure.
Yep.
Coming out, nobody really knew who I was.
Nope.
I felt like on draft night, I was excited. Everybody was excited, but for the most part, if you watch the recap, it was like, who is this guy?
That is
and,
true.
For me to come out, do what I did on a consistent basis, and really overachieve was pretty special to me.
Or did you just achieve? Maybe you didn't overachieve. Maybe you were just what you were.
Well, in my eyes, definitely. I'm a very confident person, and right from the jump, I knew what I was capable of.
So the most amazing thing about this young man that you just alluded to was, right away, you were not afraid. You were not afraid to shoot it from anywhere at any moment, which is, it's hard for a kid, especially on the Lakers stage, to do that. What do you have inside you that sets you apart from other rookies that way?
I think I just have like an alpha mentality. I think that's what it is. I'm not afraid of the moment. I'll come out. I'm always prepared because of my work ethic, and that confidence really is half the battle. If you're confident, then everybody around you is going to be there.
Did you get it in Flint, Michigan, growing up, or where did it come from?
I think so. I think growing up there, there's a lot of adversity, and I faced a lot of it, and I feel like make it out of there, you can do it anywhere.
That is true.
You play a position, and when I watch you play, the moment is never too big, as Skip said. But you're going against Kevin Durant, you're going against LeBron, you play the position that the best players in the NBA play, Giannis. What's your mentality? What's your mindset when you're going into a game and you have to face those guys? You might have to guard them, but then again, they're going to have to guard you also.
Like you just said, they have to guard me too. That's what I come out. At the end of the day, I'm in the NBA too, so why not, push to a level and really compete with those guys. For me, I want to be, on that level one day. So, it's a great testing point, especially as a rookie, to go against those guys every night.
So, I want to talk about another rookie I was a big fan of as he came out in the draft, the #2 overall pick, buddy of yours named Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo.
But you are the flip side of Lonzo Ball. And my biggest disappointment that I expressed sitting in this seat morning after your Laker games was I couldn't figure out why Lonzo seemed a little disconnected to me, a little disengaged, not as committed to playing. Like in the summer league, you were committed because in the finals, the championship game, you were the MVP of the championship game, but he won the MVP of the summer league, which is pretty good. It's not the highest level of competition, but it shows you what could happen. But in too many of your games, especially your home games, I just couldn't find Lonzo. I couldn't see him, but I can see Kyle, because when Kyle walked, when you set foot on the floor, things are going to start to happen. What was missing this year in Lonzo? You know him. There was something, again, he went 10-7-7, which is pretty good, but what was missing psychologically, intangibly in him that he needs to reach down and find?
I don't think it's something that was missing, because at some points this season you saw it. The second game of the season, I think
that was spectacular.
29 that game. Triple-double games. It was always there. It's just to consistently really just have it. And, for him, it's all about, trying to be more aggressive, especially for us. 10-7-7 was great. But, he's a throwback player. People aren't used to it. In today's, day and age, it's all about point guards that are scorers, flashy. And for him, he's throwback. He's get it up ahead, find the open guy, make the easiest play. And for a lot of people, it's different. And, he is who he is, and for us, we need him to improve to take it to another level.
When you guys were like going to dinner some night on the road, did you ever say, Zoe, you got to reach down, man. You got to bring it a little harder than you bring it. Did you guys ever talk about that?
Most definitely. And I think there was a point in time in the season where he was really catching his stride. There was a point, maybe a month or two span, where he shot 40% from three.
He shot it well.
Something like that. And it's all about that, just having that mindset. And I think, him being around me, I'm a gunslinger, so hopefully, rub off on him.
How much pressure was added on Lonzo because of his father talking before his son even set foot in the NBA?
Well, if we're being honest, I think a lot, for sure. He's talking, your guys' show every day, First Take every day. He's all over the internet. So that hype is, it will forever be here for the rest of his career if you think about it. But, for him, he does a great job of really masking it. And, you never really see it on his face, and that's the great quality that he has.
Do you like LeVar? Do you get along with him? Do you?
When I see him, I haven't. He's not as around as much as you guys really think. You may see him a lot of games, of course, but I've only had like 2 or 3 interactions with him. So, he stays in the background, but he's in the media for sure.
I mean, you can be in the back of the room, but if you're yelling out answers, I mean, people hear you. You keep talking, he stays in the background, but we hear everything he's saying.
Right.
So, did you ever resent, because you do like Lonzo, how much pressure his father continued to exert? He went so far as to say the team has quit on the coach, on Luke Walton. Did you guys, how did you feel about that?
I think it was all white noise at the point in time in the season. Of course, he is going to say whatever he wants to say. He has his freedom of speech. But, for us, it's all about who's in the locker room, who's in the organization, and that's what really matters. So for us, during that time, we're on a losing streak. We really just rallied behind one another and, really got over it. So
that's a good thing to say if Skip and I are saying that.
Yeah.
But this is somebody in that locker room that you say in that locker room, that's somebody's dad saying that. That's a whole different ball game, Kyle.
No, I mean, it is. But at the end of the day, it's about who we are and the organization. Those are the only 2 voices that really matter with the Lakers. And for us to, improve and get to where we want to be, that's the way it has to be.
Well, do you think that, okay, he's saying the team has quit on Coach Walton. Did it ever cross your mind, or do you think it crossed some of your teammates' mind that he might be getting this from somebody that's coming out of this locker room?
Not at all. Not at all. I think during that time, we're in a losing streak. It wasn't so much we were quitting. It's just we didn't know how to win. All of us are young. We have 4 people that were drafted this year that, played, well, really 3 that really played a lot.
Right.
B.I. Ingram, he was a second-year player.
Right.
And, Julius is, still on a rookie contract.
Right.
So the main people in our core didn't know how to necessarily win.
Right.
So that was the biggest reason.
So I often during the year wanted to ask you about this, and now I get the chance. But you and the youngest Ball, LaMelo, would go back and forth on social media, and it would get kind of ugly sometimes, like low blows. It would make me wince and cringe. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Did it ever get real? Like
Never.
too real?
Oh,
No?
never even with me and Lonzo.
Okay.
I think that's the thing that really kind of builds chemistry. To know that, you can joke with somebody.
Right.
That means you can, be serious with them as well. So I think that was a great thing for our chemistry. And, you kind of saw it after the All-Star break when we started winning more games.
You did, but it got pretty harsh, man. Wouldn't you?
I don't think so.
No?
No, not at all.
All right.
Not
So
at
that
all.
was just fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Don't let me catch you on Fortnite. Don't let me catch you on that.
Yeah.
You play, right?
A little bit.
Okay. I can beat you then. You only play a
Oh,
little
you probably can.
You do not play
I'm
Fortnite.
bad.
Or I could beat him because he only play a little bit. I play less than that, but I think I can beat him.
Just being competitive for no reason.
Yep.
So tell us what you see in this team, because you got a lot of young talent. I love this team going in. Remember, you did have Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. and I thought this team was loaded, and then you added Isaiah obviously at the end. What do you see next year? Could you be a playoff team next year? Do you?
Without a doubt.
I mean, is that like a legit goal?
Yeah, for sure, legit. Honestly, I think we could have made the playoffs this year.
So do I.
We had a lot of games. For instance, we won 35 games. We had a lot of games at the beginning of the year, like I said, that we didn't know how to win, that were right here, and we just didn't grab. So for us, I don't see why we can't, even if we add nobody or not.
Yeah. You took Golden State to overtime twice.
Early.
Yeah.
Yep.
You played big in both those games. Lonzo played pretty well in both.
But here's the thing, Skip. Now, you've gotten close to a lot of your teammates. Now, if LeBron and Paul George come there, they're going to break this up. You do know that, right? You know that.
We'll see.
You know if they bring LeBron James and Paul George to the Lakers, Skip, some of that young talent's going to have to go.
Nature of the beast.
Not his decision.
Control what you can control, right?
You comfortable with that? I mean, you allow
sure.
me. I mean, I know you want to be the big fish now. I mean, they about to bring, if they bring Moby Dick up in there, that big old guy from Akron, Skip.
He's getting old though. He'd be on his
Kyle.
retirement stint, right?
Well, ask Kyle.
Yeah.
Durant or Bron?
Durant or Bron?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Bron. Easy.
You all right?
You
Choking?
disagree?
No, him. He said Kevin Durant way better than LeBron.
I did not say
Wait.
Who was the Finals MVP last year?
Kyle, talk to him. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna sip on this over here.
My question is, was what he's saying is, if you switch teams, are the Cavs better or worse with KD?
KD is a monster. When he decides, when he gets to his spots, as Iguodala was saying the other day listen, they just toyed with a pretty good New Orleans team.
For sure.
And the crucial game was that game 4 back at New Orleans. And Kevin Durant, remember Draymond texted him in the middle of the night, you need to bring it tomorrow, you need to be more aggressive like you and Lonzo to talk. And he just took the game over. And when he is making those jump shots, LeBron can't shoot that way. He doesn't have that mid-range game like that.
Yeah, Toronto that.
When he's 30 points ahead and he's shooting clowny fadeaways.
Have you seen what he's been doing this playoffs, though?
Who? LeBron? I haven't watched. What happened?
Unbelievable.
Well,
let him sip his
you
coffee.
Are you campaigning for? Would you like to play with him?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying from the situation that we came from, that he's a better player right now, at least. I don't want to get no tampering fines or anything.
Okay.
We go through that a lot in LA.
Who plays the better defense between Kevin Durant and LeBron James right now? I'm wondering. I'm just asking.
KD's a good defender.
He's a good defender.
He's improved a lot over the past 2 years.
Boy, he rim protects.
But they don't ask KD to do what they ask LeBron to do.
Well, LeBron plays.
the thing
wait a
is,
second.
what
do they ask him to? He plays one-man zone. He goes and stands under the basket.
But you have to realize what he does on the offensive end. KD does a lot on the offensive end as well. But for LeBron, he's playing 40 minutes a night. He's carrying a lot of people that have never really played in the playoffs. And you got to look at the flip side. KD, he has Steph. He has Draymond. He has Clay. He has a lot of players that he can play in space, doesn't have to worry about double teams, and doesn't have to worry about the same things that LeBron has.
Don't have to worry about rebounding.
What did you tell me Draymond did? He walked out in the parking lot after they lost to LeBron, and he did what? He called KD. Why would he call KD?
Steph Curry saved KD's legacy. Because if he'd have said, no, I don't want him here, he wouldn't have been able to come there.
Who was the better player in the finals last year?
Stop it.
Stop it.
KD definitely was.
There we go.
So
I'm starting it.
The man averaged a triple-double. He's done 2 things in the finals.
Over in 5.
Hold on. He's done 2 things in the finals no man can ever say. He averaged a triple-double, and he once led in a 7-game series in the finals every statistical category. Points, rebound, blocks, assists.
You remember game 4?
What did he do that series that he averaged a triple-double? What did he go home with?
He took the L.
Yeah.
He took the L.
But he took it in 5 games. It wasn't even close.
But Joy, you remember 2012?
I do. It was a wonderful year.
What did he hang on? He did that to Harden, KD, and old Russ.
When they're all like 18 and 19?
Whoa, don't do that. I mean, we have all the players come out here, the coaches come out here. They tell you, Bron, but you still want to argue. Stop arguing with the guests.
I know what happened last year. He was the Finals MVP. The shot of the finals right in LeBron's face.
How many of those trophies Bron got?
No mercy. The Rockets and the Warriors are headed to the Western Conference Finals. Houston won last night, led by Chris Paul's 41 points, and the Warriors eliminated the Pelicans to advance to the conference finals for the 4th straight year. Game 1 is Monday in Houston. Kyle Kuzma is still with us. Kyle, how do you see this series playing out?
It's going to be a fun one. I think this is a different Houston team than we've seen before. They have a lot of junkyard dogs now. They have P.J. Tucker, they have Ariza, Bamute, Clint Capella's way improved. James Harden's on a different level. Usually in the playoffs, you've seen in a couple past years that around this time he gets a little iffy, but I think he's done a great job all season, and especially this playoff.
So which way does it go?
Golden State still. Golden State, yeah. It's going to be tough. They got Curry back. He's looking fresh. That's the biggest thing. He's fresh.
Looks fresh.
He hasn't played. How many games he played this year?
He missed the last month of the season.
Last month of the season. That's a lot of rest. Yeah. You've even seen it with Tristan Thompson. Late in that series. But KD's on another level. Clay. It's going to be tough to get them out.
So what would you guess? 6 games?
Six. Yeah.
All right.
I think 6.
Close to what you and I said. You and I got 5. You had two games against Golden State, 27-25. Your career high is 38 against the Rockets. What challenges do the Rockets present for the Warriors?
They're pretty much identical in a sense, and I think that's a challenge for the Warriors. You know, a lot of times the Warriors, they beat people by going to their depth lineup, being small, being agile. But, you know, Houston has the same thing. They put Bamute out there, leave Clint out there if they use, you know, David West or JaVale, or they can just go completely small, put P.J. Tucker out there at the 5. So, you know, that's the biggest challenge that presents. You know, they're pretty much identical in a sense.
So what happened in what I thought might have been your best overall game as a team at Houston? Do you remember that game? That was impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Because it looked like, didn't James go for 51 in that game?
Yeah, 14-game winning streak, too.
Yeah, 14-game winning streak.
Yep.
Okay, what did you do to win that game? What was the secret to that?
Well, the biggest thing with Houston is, you know, of course they're going to shoot a lot of threes, but, you know, you need to contain James. And, you know, he had 50 that game. But, you know, we made it hard down the stretch, and we made second-half adjustments by, you know, really just, you know, clogging up the paint and making him see bodies. A lot of time he ISOs from the top because that's the easiest place to ISO on the court because there's no help. So, you know, with us, you know, we try to just pack the paint in, make him see wide bodies, arms, and, you know, get out to those shooters.
And Chris Paul did not hurt you in that game because he scored 8, as opposed to last night when he had 20 in the fourth quarter. That was
Killer.
incredible. Yeah. So the problem I have with Houston is they play the flip side of basketball from Golden State. Golden State is a basketball team. This is an isolation show over here with these guys because they go solo. It's your turn, it's my turn, maybe it's his turn.
Right.
And if you look at the stats, in passes per game, Golden State's 3rd in the league, and Houston's 30th in the league. And just how many times you pass the ball.
Right.
Well, that's one's a good basketball team. The other one, somebody better be going solo where you can't stop that one guy on that night, right?
No, for sure. And that's the thing that kills you with Golden State is that if they wanted to, they could ISO, but they play great team basketball. And especially in the playoffs, the game slows down. It's more a half-court game. And, you know, it's hard defensively to guard them because they're great cutters. They're great, you know, at sitting screens away, you know, hitting that flare guy. Of course, they knock down timely shots. So, you know, it's going to be tough.
Yep. So the Rockets are first in isolations in the whole NBA.
Yep.
And Golden State's all the way down at 20th. The Warriors are first in off-ball screens, #1 in the league. The Rockets are 30th. So you can just see they're the flip side of each other, even though they both score at record levels. It's the best offensive matchup we've ever seen, except they do it completely upside down different ways.
Yeah.
And I'll take the basketball way. I'll take the team way.
Right. No,
Right?
definitely. I would take that too. But as you see, you know, in the regular season and playoffs, you know, Houston they have done a great job of capitalizing from their isolation basketball. It's going to be really interesting to see, you know, how that really turns out.
So what did you guys do the 2 times you took Golden State to overtime? What was the secret to that? What worked?
For us, I think we had the best matchup with Golden State, you know, simply because we could match them, you know, with length, the same size, playing small ball, doing a great job of, you know, coming together on their switches and really just trying to guard those guys straight up because, you know, it's tough once they get screening and slipping and stuff.
But that's the problem that they present because you can never fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because they got 4 guys on the court. 3 guys on the court. That's probably 3 of the top 10 shooters of all time.
Right.
So you're watching the ball, and then here comes somebody to pick you, and they throw the ball over your head, and the guy, Steph Curry, is splashing from 28. Clay is splashing from 27. KD. So they have limitless range.
Right.
And you have to work. So it's hard and because one guy's not ball dominant, the ball is constantly moving. How do you okay, I got to make sure KD don't come down the lane, but I still got to worry about Clay and Steph.
You know, it's tough, man. You know, they have 3 all-stars, you know, high-level elite players.
4 with Draymond.
4, yeah, 4.
That utility knife, because he does it all.
No, definitely. But as a scoring threat,
Yeah.
to have those 3 guys on your team, it's almost impossible.
So who did you mostly guard on the Warriors when you were on the floor?
Draymond and KD.
KD?
Yeah.
You shut down KD, right?
I don't know about that one. I tried to hold my own.
You try to. Hey, he got to guard you too.
Right.
If you gonna get 27 KD, I'm gonna get me 27 too.
Hey, that's how it works.
KD is long, man. He's really long.
You see it from his block numbers, though. Improving. So.
But Bron got that fadeaway. You saw Bron in game 2 with that fadeaway?
Yeah, like 10.
Baby, ooh, that thing was stinking.
Really? Are we talking about the same LeBron who's shooting 29% from the three-point line in the playoffs?
He's shooting 29% from 3, but he's shooting 70% from the floor. So that averages 55%.
Oh, really?
But that ain't none of our business, Kyle.
Really? How about those free throws? You like
72%.
those? 72. That's not very good.
See, he like to nitpick. But I ain't gonna say
Wait. You know, KD.
You got a sweep, man.
Wait, KD's 92%.
Oh, wait, they did what?
Got a sweep.
They swept the number 1 seed?
It is what it is.
A 59-win team. I know LeBron.
Didn't you pick them in 6?
LeBron swept them.
Yeah.
You know, he swept Atlanta too, a 60-win team.
Boy,
And
you had no faith in your man. You gave that sorry Toronto team 2 games? Seriously?
Did you know LeBron them beat a 73-9 team one time?
Definitely. It's going to be an interesting finals. Definitely.
I feel for LeBron.
Don't do that.
Well,
don't do
you
that.
feel sorry for him?
No,
having to
don't feel
face
sorry.
those guys
Don't feel
again?
sorry for that man that great.
Huh? Well, he's looking at 3 and 6. He's looking right down the
Looking
barrel.
right down at 4 and 5.
4 and 5. Is that your prediction?
405.
Huh?
The 405.
Yep.
Yeah. 4 and 5. Is that your prediction? I'm going to hold you to it.
Whoa, Skip. We got Golden State at Houston, and the Cavaliers are sitting back. You know, LeBron said he needs a couple of days off.
Yeah.
JR's going to hit on the golf course right now. So we chilling. We'll wait the winner of the Celtics and the Sixers. That's what we're waiting for. Right now, I don't want to project. I don't like doing that.
JR's on the golf course?
Yeah, right now.
That's not a good sign.
Yes, it's a great sign.
Really?
Got to get some R&R.
Yeah, got to get Skip.
Really?
R&R.
You see what he did at DeRozan?
Yeah, I did.
Locked him up.
I'd want him still shooting shots in the gym, getting some shots
No. What JR got, he don't got to get no shots up.
Really?
Yeah, he a bad shot.
I thought you were going to be a prisoner of the moment with JR.
Yeah.
Kev.
But he played good D, though.
You're the guy.
Even the night he had 0 points, he played great D on DeRozan.
Joy, watch. He'll be the guy who'll come in here next Wednesday just ripping and slashing on JR. Get him out of my sight. Put him at the end of the bench. I never want to see him again.
No, I'm going to come in here Monday. I told you I'm coming in here Monday.
Yeah.
Coming in here with that Land jersey on.
Really?
23.
Okay.
Yep.
Make sure I watch this.
Yeah, you should watch it.
No mercy. Kyle Kuzma of the Lakers is in studio with us, and he just finished a great rookie year. He averaged over 16 points per game, which was second among rookies behind only Donovan Mitchell. But Ben Simmons has been the Rookie of the Year favorite all year, and he averaged about 16, 8, and 8 this season. So, Kyle, who should win Rookie of the Year?
It's a tough one. You know, like you just said, Ben, winning 50-plus games, getting them to the playoffs, almost averaging a triple-double, especially down the stretch of the season. But, for me, it's definitely Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh, really?
I think him. To lead a team in the West, to the second round, beat OKC with the players they have, and doing all this without another All-Star, it's impressive.
Interesting. Can I have a sip of that?
No, you can't.
It's like some of mine. Mine
Yeah,
isn't penny, though.
yeah,
It's just
okay.
ginger tea.
Yeah. What proof is that?
What you call him? The proof that he needs, because something's wrong with him if he
Really?
thinks Ben Simmons shouldn't be. See, I know what it is. You don't really look at Ben Simmons as a rookie, do you?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't say
was.
that.
What you saying?
I'm just saying, Mitchell, I like Mitchell better.
Because there have been 36 rookies have scored more points in their rookie season than Donovan Mitchell. There's only been one other guy that had a stat line like Ben Simmons. That's Oscar Robertson. Maybe you've heard of him. I know you don't watch him play.
Yeah, definitely.
So one guy is very, very unique. We haven't seen a player like that in almost 60 years.
Yep.
The other guy we see every other year. But you like what you like. I mean, I like to go to a nice restaurant and get stuff that I can't get at the convenience store.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, he's not playing with another All-Star. Makes the burden. He's the number one focus every single night.
It don't matter if you're the number one focus. If you get up all the shots, and let's just say for the sake of argument, you weren't playing with B.I., you weren't playing with we just talking about him.
Julius
Randle. You weren't playing with them, and you could take all the shots. How many points do you think you could average?
A lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like him saying.
Yeah.
So, what rookie scored the most points the fastest ever in the playoffs? I think it was Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a pretty good achievement, I would say.
But it's not only that. It's people see him and you talk about the scoring, but if you really watch him, he makes so many timely plays.
He's a
Like he
playmaker.
may get a steal, clutch moment. He might get a deflection, a block, a big rebound. Like he does things that are very clutch, and to have that mindset as a rookie, especially in the playoffs, it's pretty remarkable.
Shannon, this young man, Donovan Mitchell, scored 22 head-to-head with Russell Westbrook in the third quarter of that closeout game at Utah. While Russ was scoring 20, Donovan said, watch this. I will see you, I will raise you. 22-20. Last night, I think he did outscore. He outscored the whole Rockets team in the third quarter with 22 more points. That's just extraordinary. You just can't go buy that at the store. That's some special stuff.
Can I interest you in 16, 10, and 8?
Yeah.
You like that? Because that's what Ben Simmons do. I mean, Ben Simmons had a game in which he scored 1 point.
Yeah, he's really good. He's also really tall.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's what you get. Well, is Donovan Mitchell going to grow some more?
Nope.
So he's going to be 6'3"?
Nope. He's
so
gonna be 6'3".
where can I go get me another 6'10" point guard? Where they at?
Where can you go get another 7-foot center that he gets to play
Whoa,
alongside?
whoa, Skip. So hold on. So now you're going to hold that against Ben Simmons when nobody ever held that against Magic, your boss. You know your boss played with Kareem?
Definitely.
Kareem could be universally regarded as the greatest player. He got the most points. He got the most regular season MVP.
This isn't about
I'm just saying.
Johnson.
You just said how Ben Simmons is playing with Embiid.
Well, he does get to play with Embiid. You've said that.
And when Embiid went out, what did he do? Kyle said he averaged triple-double down the stretch with no Embiid. That's what Kyle said. I don't know.
Yep. How has Ben Simmons been doing against the Celtics, just for the record?
He's averaging 16, 10, and 8.
Oh, really?
Can I interest you in that?
Not in the way he's been playing.
Now your guy, he's a Lonzo fan. Yeah. He's a big. Me and you my road dog. I think that's the best rookie.
He's a Lonzo fan too.
No.
Oh, wait, are you not?
We're not talking about
maybe
him.
I missed
I'm talking
something
about
here.
you.
Yeah.
Now, if Lonzo
Can I interest you in 10, 7, and 7?
I don't know. I ain't good at math. Would you rather have 10, 7, and 7 or 16, 10, and 8? You're a smart man.
I mean, obviously, you look at that for sure. I mean, it's more stats. But, I think both of those guys, speaking of Ben and Lonzo, they do the same exact thing. Not really good shooters, can get in the paint a little bit. But, they make their teammates better, and that's the most important thing.
You should have said, who should be Rookie of the Year? Me. I'm better than both of them chumps.
He's being humble.
I don't be the humble. Be honest.
Hey, man.
There's 2 H's you can be, humble or honest. I want honesty first, then I'll be humble second.
Yeah. Let him go out and prove it another year.
He did. He averaged 16 points a game.
Hey, off the bench, too.
Off the bench.
Pretty good.
38
Pretty good.
career high.
Yeah.
27 and 25 against Golden State. Took him to overtime. Gave KD the biz.
Kyle, don't let him set you up.
Hey,
So,
gassing me up.
Shannon, I know you don't quite get this yet, but
What
see,
happened?
in basketball, you play on both ends of the floor.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
like football where you don't go both ways.
Yeah.
But in this case, you actually need to play some defense.
Yes.
And in individual defensive win shares, Donovan Mitchell ranked 6th in the NBA for the whole regular season. That's really good.
But it's Skip. Stop it. See, I like to do context here. That's my word of the day. Context. See, when you have 8'7" Rudy Gobert that has wingspan of like 747, clogging up the lane. You got Derek Favors. You got it's the same thing with Ben Simmons. We see he can't stay in front of Rozier.
Yeah.
But when Embiid is in the ball game, when they have Covington, when you're a great defensive team, sometimes your stats get inflated. That's
Really?
ain't that how it work out?
Definitely.
I guess LeBron just doesn't have enough help.
Well,
Wait a second. He on this list, he finished 309th in individual defensive win shares. 300. That means 308 players played better defense than LeBron James?
Go ahead, talk to him, Kyle.
Content. I'm going to use your word real quick.
Contact.
Context. There you go. Yeah, he's not.
LeBron needs a
309
rim
in the league.
protector.
He doesn't. Hold on. You hear what he's saying?
He's not 309th in defense.
Well, that's what this says. It's a stat.
Yeah, stats.
Yeah.
Don't tell the whole story.
Stats are for losers, right?
They don't tell none of the story.
Yeah.
Because that 309 don't tell where his PER is. Where was he at in PER? Where he finished?
He was high.
Oh, yeah, high.
He wasn't higher than Michael Jordan for his career.
Whoa! You see what he do? Why you do that, Skip? Even Kyle had to start
What did
laughing.
you say? You like humble or like honest?
By the way, Kyle,
Gotta
Michael
finish
Jordan
honest.
is this guy who played in Chicago a long time ago. He was pretty good. He was
Yeah, he was good.
Definitely.
But old Goat James, that's what I call him. Old Goat James.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Kyle, help me out. How can the GOAT, the greatest of all time, be 3-5 in the NBA Finals? I don't know.
When you
3
go,
and
when you,
5?
when
My thing about the conversation is that it's not all about rings. When you're talking about the greatest players of all time, in my eyes.
Okay.
Well,
'Cause that's the same thing.
Don't cut him off, Joy. Let him talk.
Go ahead.
Finish up
we
your
gotta
thought.
wrap. We'll have you on again to discuss
we
the greatest
will.
of all
We'll
time.
do it again.
Thanks so much for joining us, Kyle.
Yep.
No mercy. Saints running back Mark Ingram became the latest NFL player suspended for PED use. He'll miss the first 4 games of the season after a career-high 12 touchdowns last year. Ingram will be able to participate in off-season practices, but NFL Network reported he will not participate in any voluntary off-season workouts until he gets a new contract. His agent just released a statement saying, quote, at the end of the 2017 season, Mark Ingram tested positive for a substance that was not a performance-enhancing substance nor an illegal substance, but a substance, in fact, permissible with the proper use exemption with the NFL. He has vigorously challenged the test results through the arbitration process. We will explore what further options are needed. We are joined by FS1 NFL analyst Eric Dickerson. Welcome, Eric. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your reaction?
Well, first of all, why didn't you get the proper paperwork to do this supposed whatever PED, this drug? I'm gonna say this much here. I hate to say that a player did something if we don't know for sure, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Let's just say that Mark Ingram did do it, and he's looking at, look, you know what? I'm 28 years old. They just drafted. They got a young back here, 23 years old, Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
I've had my best 2 years in the last 2 years. I did it last year. They didn't catch me. So let's just try it one more time. I mean, I've had a great year. It most could cost me is $1 million. But on the upside, I could get a contract, possibly make I can make $15 million over the next couple of years. So, and then on the other side, if he didn't do it, if he didn't know, or because all the guys say I didn't know, I wasn't sure. I mean, I think right now Vontaze Burfict, he's out from Cincinnati.
Thomas
Davis, and Mark Sanchez. I mean, he's a free agent. What is Mark Sanchez? Why in the world with a quarterback?
Whatever he doing, it ain't working.
What is he doing? So, I just feel like when I look at it, I feel bad for him, but I mean, they let you know in advance what you can't do,
You're
what you can't.
responsible for what goes in your body.
In your body, you have to be responsible for that. If you're making millions of dollars or $500, if they're paying you, you have to know what you're taking. I think the big thing is if I'm a Saints fan, I'm excited about possibly having Alvin Kamara for these 4 weeks without Mark Ingram just to see what he can do. Because if I'm Alvin Kamara, I'm like, I feel bad, man, but dang, here's my opportunity. Man, I got to see what I can really do. Those 1,500 yards we have from total scrimmage, both of us, those could have been, I could have had 1,800 yards. I mean, that's what you think as a running back. So, that's kind of my take.
As a Hall of Fame running back,
yes,
possibly the greatest running back ever.
Thank you, Skip.
How does this hit you? Does it offend you? Does it anger you that again, we're having to jump to the conclusion that he did do something he shouldn't have done?
Does it anger me? Well, I'm not, I have no tolerance for drugs, any kind. That's my take on it. I mean, I feel like if you do it and you get caught, you should be suspended right away. I mean, I don't believe in drugs. I feel like if you want to play a sport, if you want to do drugs, then you want to say, I did it, take responsibility. Say, I took steroids, I took it, it enhanced me, I took it. Own it. Don't lie about it. Don't say, well, I didn't know. And I'm not saying Mark Ingram did that. I mean, I'm big on that because I feel like I played against guys that's on the juice back in the day. And my God.
You played against a whole bunch of guys.
When you hit one of those guys, I will never forget. We played against the Saints. I won't say his name. I hit a defensive lineman. I got up and walked. I'm like, man, am I getting soft or what in the hell is that all about? I go to the side. I talk to one of the people. Say, oh, he on the juice, man. I'm like, wow, he's strong. I mean, so the guys that, like I say, PED, I don't know what it enhanced you with, but the guys that took steroids, these guys were extremely strong, and a lot of rage, so it's different.
Recoverability.
Right.
Be able to do something over and over, because that's what you do, Skip, because you train so hard, you can't recover. That gives you recoverability. Let's just look at it. Why do athletes take steroids? Let's say an NFL player, Skip. There are 1,600 people that do what they do of 7 billion people in the world. Of that 1,600, how do I get to be one of the top 100? Because this is what we know. Guys want to play better, play longer to make more money. How do I do that, Skip? See, when you play a skill position like running back, wide receiver, at some point in time, that speed's going to dissipate. Yep. See, everybody wants to think they can play like Tom Brady, play until their 40s. Well, when you play a skill position, you can't. Tom Brady doesn't rely on speed. So he can play, quarterbacks can play longer because athleticism is not what they live on. Now, he said, his agent said, had he this drug what he was taking, I don't want to speculate, it would have been permissible.
If you got exemption,
right?
Yes.
Well, if you didn't get the exemption, what are we talking about? You don't get to take the drug and then say test positive, and now come back and say, well, you say, well, you know, I can get an exemption. That's not how it works. You go to the league first and says, okay, this is what's been prescribed for him. This is what he's taking. So if he tests positive, this is the reason why. Okay, and let's go back and let's
you have to have
before.
a legitimate reason to take it.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't get test positive and say, oh yeah, by the way. No, that's not how it works. And I hope that's not the case because normally the paperwork should be on file before so you don't have these type of situations. Because people looking at Mark are going to be looking at him sideways like, oh, now I see why you had the kind of year that you had. That wasn't all you.
So I'm with Eric in the, back to our favorite word today, context of this is that Kamara came out of nowhere. What was he, a third-round pick?
Third-round pick, right.
And he started taking over. And down the stretch, he took over the offense. And in the playoff game at Minnesota, he took over that offense. You could just see it coming. And trust me, this not-so-young man saw it coming. And as you well know, your lifespan at that position is just not great. And he would love to get that one last big contract.
Yes.
And he seems like a good kid. He won the Heisman, gave a great speech, but it's they're just human, and they see the handwriting, and so you're going to reach for every little edge you can reach for. And maybe he reached for something that he thought was okay, but it all smacks of suspicion to me. It looks like he did what a lot of people in your league do, that you just need some little edge to keep you barely afloat because everything is coming against you. All the signs are you're going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
Because going forward, I'm not sure he was going to get his big contract.
Not from them.
No, not from them, right.
No. So it's interesting to me because you came up through a big steroid era. It's like they talk about baseball steroid era, and he's a little ahead of you, obviously.
He's 83 out of 90.
Yeah, okay.
They had cleaned it up. They started testing in 89.
That's when they started testing.
That's when they started, like, really testing.
You could go to the locker rooms and see the vials in the top. I mean, it was a trip. It was a trip.
Hey, seriously, in 1982, you were a what at SMU?
I was SMU, a senior.
You're a senior at SMU. That's right. That was that year. I wrote a column for the Dallas Times-Herald that I quoted a bunch of Cowboys in the locker room, all of them defensive linemen. You can look it up. I will not name them here.
Right.
They just openly talked about using this wonder drug steroids, anabolic steroids, because Bob Ward was their strength and conditioning coach. I don't know if you remember Bob, but he was a guru and just brilliant. And he's just saying they work.
Yeah, absolutely they work. That's why people take them. Absolutely they work.
Yeah.
I mean, the strength. You probably play against it, but man, when you play against one of these guys, it's almost frightening. You like when they grab you, it's like you've been grabbed by vice grips. It's like, my God, this guy's strong.
And they've gotten more and more stringent with the test because when I first come in, they would tell you, okay, go give a sample. Well, guys were having other guys that were clean.
Right.
They would. Then it's like, okay. Then they say, well, nah, that's somebody else's. And then the guys you can order off the internet. So they had a bag strapped to the leg, so clean. So they say, now, Skip, now they make you take your shirt off, and the guy's looking while your pants are around your ankle. I'm like, come on, dude. For real, dude? He's like, I'm sorry, this is what we got to do. And even on vacation, Skip, you used to go, well, I'm going out of town. Okay, just call us when you get back. Okay, where you going? Because we'll see you at the hotel. The guy used to come, I was in Savannah, Skip. The guy would fly to Savannah in the airport. I'd meet him at the airport, go in the bathroom, give him a sample, he get back on the plane and leave, I go back.
When you were
in the NFL.
What? You were in Savannah?
When I was in Savannah.
Okay,
because see, PEDs is the only drug they test for in the off season unless you're in the program. See, if you're not in the program, you can do all you want. That's why they say if you get popped for marijuana, you either dumb or dependent. Yeah. Those are two D's, you dumb or dependent, because you know the test coming, Skip. So PEDs, this is how they get them. Now they test for PEDs year round.
But they can test, it's random.
Yeah.
So it's a random.
That's what they say, random.
Am I to believe that neither of you were ever tempted as you neared the end to resort to this?
You know what, Skip? For me, God gave me a great body. He gave me a tremendous work ethic. And people have always speculated that I was. And I got tested more than Jason Elam. I got tested more than John Elway. I'm like, how is it random? I'm getting tested 4 or 5 times a year, and he doesn't get tested at all, or he gets tested once. I see what y'all trying to do.
The eye test, right?
Yeah. I mean, a guy walking through here looking like an African god. I mean, what you thinking?
Well, for me, no, I never even thought about it. I mean,
Really?
never even crossed my mind. First of all, I'm afraid of needles. And back then, they were injecting it to you.
Well, you have to get the full effect.
Yeah, they injected it.
Injectable
A
drug.
needle, I don't like needles today, so absolutely, that wasn't even a thought for me. I mean, I was big, I was fast. Even if I lost a step or a couple of steps,
oh, well, you gonna need.
You know what I'm talking about?
They gonna have
I still could outrun 90% of the guys that were chasing me. So there was no problem for me.
My thing wasn't speed.
What was your thing?
My thing was just shaking them up.
Shaking
so you
them
couldn't touch me in the phone booth.
You know, I'm gonna get you in this race now.
ED, you about to be 60.
Can we? I told you I got it set up. I can get some money too. It's gonna be for a foundation. I got it set up.
The Eric Dixon Memorial Foundation, because I'm gonna bust your heart. I'm gonna bust your heart when I get you. No, Skip.
We're not lifting weights.
I couldn't because at the end of the day, everything. I've made some bad decisions, Skip, but every time I really got to a decision that I was like, what would my granny say? Because I'm never going to get that back, Skip.
Okay, but you told me you were breaking down, and this is
Yeah.
going, and that's going, and
Yeah.
it's hard,
And
man.
I knew I couldn't. And that was the thing, Skip. When you young, Edie, you know this.
Oh,
you play a game on Sunday. When I'm young, Skip, I can be ready to play again on Tuesday. But then all of a sudden that thing is Wednesday. Then all of a sudden it's Thursday. You feel like, man, I want your ankles hurt. You getting out of bed, walking all stiff. You got the old man.
The classic quote from Emmitt Smith was, "I feel like I was in a car wreck every Monday."
Yeah.
I'm sure you know what that feeling
As
is like.
you get older, yeah, you do. I won't forget, like Shannon said it best. I want to get one Sunday night. One Sunday we played the Lions. They had 199 yards. I go to a club. I remember I go to a club. We stand in the bathroom. The guy talking about football. Man, you see Eric Dixon? Boy, he's running that rock. Man, he did this. The guy said, man, that's Eric. That ain't no Eric Dixon. Eric Dixon at home, man. I'm telling you, he tired from that game. Man, tell this guy you ain't Eric Dixon. I said, man, what you doing at this club tonight, man? You should be beat up. I said, I'm 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So
you
could do it.
Get
Now,
to be
you get to
27,
be 28, 29. You're like, man, I'm gonna go.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm gonna go.
Sharp,
home
you
tonight.
going out? No, I'm good. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
You never went out anyway.
You know, I have to show my face every once in a while. But at Savannah State, I went to one party in 4 years, Skip. Mary Porter didn't send me to Savannah State to party.
I heard that.
But you know when old Shay come up in that thing,
You make it worth it?
you know I'm bow-legged in one leg. You know I walk in that thing bow-legged in one leg.
No mercy.
Thanks for listening to the Undisputed Podcast. I'm Joy Taylor. Join us again the same time tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern. We'll see you then.
Fox Sports 1 of 1.